following program is an exclusive Disruption Networks production.
It's Bowling for the Bahamas and Celebrity Bowling Challenge to benefit the Bahamas Disaster Relief Fund. Sunday, December 1st, 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. AMF Panorama Lanes, 1724 Genesee Street, Utica. Come have fun and enjoy a few games of bowling for a good cause. There will be prizes, food and drink specials, and some special challenges mixed in along the way. $20 per bowler or $100 per team includes 2 games and shoe rental. All proceeds go directly to the Bahamas Relief Foundation. That's Bowling for the Bahamas and Celebrity Bowling Challenge, presented by Disruption Network, Holy Pozzoli, and AMF Panorama Lanes. Sunday, December 1st, 1724 Genesee Street, Utica.
So you just bought your dream home, and now it's time to move. Let's face it, nobody likes to move. All the packing, unpacking, lifting, upstairs, downstairs, and broking everything, including your back. Let the professionals at EJA Moving Company take all the stress and pain out of your move. Competitively priced moving, relocation services, office moves, and complete packing and unpacking services. They work with everybody to make it simple and easy for you to move and relocate. Call EJA Moving Company at 315-335-0516. When it's time to relocate, have EJA Moving do all the work for you. Hit them up online, ejamoving.com.
Hey, Disruption Network. This is Mike Sacco, the general manager at Nye Volkswagen of Rome. If you don't know me by name, it's only because you have not received the best deal. There's only one reason to leave Utica, and that's to come see me in Rome and get the best deal on your next new, pre-owned, or certified VW. Mention that you heard this ad from Disruption Network and receive $250 off your next vehicle purchase. You'll know why our customers say, I love my Nye VW. Come see us at 5865 Rome Taberg Road in Rome, or visit us online at nyvwofrome.com.
Want to know what's going on at the D? Hit up DisruptionNetwork.net and check out our events calendar, brought to you by the Events Co. Find out about upcoming guests, special events, concerts, show schedules, community activities, and more. Get connected at DisruptionNetwork.net.
Welcome to EC Radio Podcast. We would like to thank all of our sponsors for joining the Disruption team, and we hope that you will support all of our sponsors. And of course, we appreciate you listening to this program.
EC Radio, Disruption Networks. EC Radio, Disruption Networks.
Happy Halloween, everybody. Got the cast of freaks in the house ready to celebrate. I'm excited. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourself to go off the rails. That is a freaking guarantee today. I can guarantee off the rails for sure. Mayhem will ensue. It's EC Radio. How you doing? Follow along on all Disruption Network social media platforms. And it's wrapped up into a nice little podcast of love that you can view at your discretion, at your leisure, at DisruptionNetwork.net, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Stitcher, Spotify, pretty much wherever you hear podcasts. You can find all the content we have here on the D. I've got a cast of characters in the house today. Some surprises. This is what happens when you put a Facebook post up and say, hey, open door, and anybody's invited. So I guess it's my fault here. Before we get into all the guests, though, I got to give love to my sponsors. Of course, my friends over at Utica Coffee. Wake the hell up. I'm fueled every day by Utica Coffee. WakeTheHellUp.com. You can find them online. They gave me some great stuff today. I went down and just raided the shelves. And so I got some cannoli, I got some blueberry, I got Ethiopian. So many different flavors. So thank you to Frank and Heather. Also, much love to Nye Volkswagen. And Ro mentioned this podcast, and at Nye Volkswagen, receive $250 off your next vehicle purchase. Hit them up at nyvwofrome.com. Also, much love to Utica Hemp and EJA Moving Services. And my good friend who is in the house right now as we speak from the Property Sisters, who is the social butterfly. I love it. Adeline Van Dyke.
Hey, everybody. Happy Halloween.
Can we stand up for a second so everybody can see your costume? Let's see. Hang on one second. All right. No. Over this way. Yep. Shuffle over. Look at, she's the social butterfly. So she's got apps on her boobs, pretty much. You got boobies.
Put them on my boob. Yeah.
Because
So I had to get.
so you can hold them up a little bit. Yes, I got it. It's the social butterfly. You look great. Also, Gabe in the house with us. Amigo Colenzo in the house with us. Ray in the house. We got Westcott Nation represented today, people. That's for damn sure. We got security, so we're well protected today. And then, surprise guest, when you make a post on Facebook and you open up the door to whomever, you never know who's going to come walking through the door. So my favorite former mayor in the house with us, Tim Julian.
Bar's not high.
Hang on. I gotta unmute you here. Wait, why aren't you on here? Try again.
Said the bar's not high.
Maybe that's not plugged in. Is that plugged in? Probably not.
Lorenzo, get on that.
Yeah, get on that. Somebody's got to get on that. Ray, is your mic working?
Testing.
No, it's not. Uh-oh. Technical difficulties, as always. But what are you going to do? Well, Tim Julian's in the house, so maybe we want to switch. Gabe, will you switch with him?
Yep.
Yeah, switch with him real quick. And got to get my old friend on there, TJ, in the house. I had many great nights with this man back at the electric company when he was running for mayor, when he was mayor of Utica.
Oh, he helped me out too.
He would come and hang out and drink with me. And like, what mayor does that? What mayor does that?
Am I live?
Yeah, you're on.
Oh, nice.
Here you are. Want to get your face painted?
No.
Because I do have my friend Mary Fesher in the house who's about to paint my face up too
Yeah,
today.
I can't wait to see this. I can't wait to see this. Yeah, no, this is awesome. I love the set here too. What you did to it? Did you like
Thank
build
you.
this yourself, or did you just go to Old Forge and rob somebody's dock?
I went to Old Forge. And I'm a functioning degenerate. You know that, right?
Hey, takes one to know one.
It's great to see you. Thank you. Yeah, we have done a lot of work here, and we've got 11 shows and counting on the D right now. It's
Awesome.
growing.
Awesome.
It's
Good
absolutely
stuff.
growing.
Good
Thank
stuff.
you, man. You're on the political campaign right now, huh? What
Yeah,
are
a
you
little
running
bit.
for? I see your
County
signs here.
legislator. County legislator.
Does it even
That's
matter?
not why I'm here, because the last time I was here, you pretty much never called me again. So.
Because he put me a political check. He did. I was bitching about the blue bags. If you guys remember the blue bag rant I went on back in the day when we were doing the construction here at the
Jeez,
D.
you didn't like those?
I still don't like them. They still rip. They're still perforated around the ends, and they
They're
still
a
suck.
necessary evil, unfortunately.
Oh, here we go again.
We discussed it. No, we're not going to go down that path. There's other paths to go down than that. But no, absolutely. Yeah, this is good stuff. This is good stuff. I like this because, A, I can swear here.
Yes, you can, and I prefer it too.
That's a bonus for me.
Yeah, you could definitely open your mouth up like
Nice. Nice.
I gotta get you in the mix, Mary, because Mary's over here and she's There we go. All right, sorry. I'm running on the fly today. There you are, Mary.
Hey.
All right, there you are. All right, Mary's with me. She's going to paint my face today. So you guys have a conversation, and I'm going to get my face painted. What do you think?
What do you have your painted? Are you
I
doing
don't
the
know.
dog's
Let's
ass?
we got a few people out there in the house listening right now. So we've got a couple ideas. The first one, here, I'm going to switch up the camera. The first one is this dog, like, ass face type of thing, which was Mary's suggestion. By the way, Mary and I go way back.
I like that one, Mary.
We go way back from, like, junior high school, and I seen her fall off the roof at Columbus School one time. You jumped or whatever. She fell. And then the last time she was here, she had a stroke.
Yeah. But she's doing incredible.
I don't even mean to call you out like that, but she came on here and then she freaked out. And it was one of my favorite podcasts of all time. What's the other one you have? What's the other picture? It really was one of my favorite.
I need a picture for the other one.
Well, I got to show.
It's a girl version of it.
So she wants to do a sugar skull on me.
Just because you got a beard.
Just because I got a beard. A woman sugar skull. Which is like the
All
Day
right,
of the
all
Dead,
right.
right? This is a Mexican.
Yeah.
You have a man's.
Hey, Amigo, what is this whole sugar skull thing? The Day of the Dead, right? Can you give me a little backstory on it? You're really knowledgeable in this stuff.
Great Disney movie on it.
Right.
Yeah, it's Coco.
I love that.
Yeah, it's Coco. You should totally watch it, man. You might shed a tear.
Okay.
Day of the Dead. They honor their relatives.
Okay.
Their of the past, their ancestors. They put up little artifacts that represent who they were as a character, and then they bless them and they pray to them, and for that night, I guess they
Make a nice treat.
they make a nice treat for them, like the family recipes and whatnot. And I guess they're supposed to call the spirits of their ancestors to make it seem like they're back home again. They're
Okay.
all around this the table. It's supposed to be a very enriching and family traditional moment, and it's a great movie. And everybody paints their face up as the Day of the Dead because they are with their ancestors.
Got it.
Right?
When
With
exactly is the Day of the Dead? Is there
I
a
think
specific date? There's got to be, right?
It is November 3rd?
It's right around Halloween, I believe.
It's right around Election Day.
I think it's November.
different type of
I think it's November 3rd.
November 3rd.
Final answer.
All right, cool. You're looking good, by the way. The
Thanks,
guns are
man.
killing it, man.
I knew I was going to be on camera today.
Yeah, straight out of Planet
So this
Fitness.
is
over here.
my debut, man.
Thank you.
I'm going to go on your wrestling podcast next.
I love it. I love it. Using your Robert Frank voice.
That's his name.
Do you guys want to take down the Goliath, brother? Anyways, I think Tim Julian should get his face painted too. Nah, you're not into it. Are you one to participate in Halloween?
I'm not a big Halloween guy.
No?
Nah, growing up, my father had a simple theory. The more I worked, the less trouble I would get into. So basically, Halloween, I was strapped to a desk somewhere, not literally, figuratively, but I was just doing something, and whether it was at the apartments or at the laundromat or whatever, I was keeping the wolves off the door, I guess, for lack of a better term. So that was what I did on Halloween.
So growing up, you weren't really partying too much. You were working your nuts off.
Yeah, it was a different time.
Yeah.
Different time. So
Well, that's good, though. You probably had a bankroll when you were a kid, though, and everybody else was spending it, right?
The other part of my father's theory was that I didn't, get too much money. I get more trouble with money than time. So
Yeah, I gotcha.
So that was, all worked out. Though.
Give you a little bit at a time.
A little bit at a time. Yeah, he was very sparse with that.
So no money, no time. Great childhood.
That's it. Live it up, kid.
Have fun.
It's like Boss Baby, right?
Yeah, boss baby. Boss baby. Anybody got any plans for this evening for Halloween? Anybody doing any
Annie in the
Halloween
Water.
I'm headed
at
there
Woods
too tonight.
Valley.
That's
Plus,
where I'm going to.
Trampoline Jetstream are opening up for those cats.
That's what you're going?
I'm going.
I'm going too.
I'm going.
All right. Cool. We'll be Halloween buddies.
Hey, do you want to carpool?
Maybe. I'm drinking tonight. I am. I'm throwing it out there right now. I'm drinking tonight. I feel it.
If you need a ride, call me because I'll be home wishing for trick-or-treaters to come to my house in the pouring rain.
I got some gummies we could give you trick-or-treaters.
I'm all set on candy, Z. I'll stick with my candy.
You sure?
I'll be at law for face paint and all that.
You're going to be face painting, and we're going to get to that in a minute as you decorate my face in a little bit. Do we figure out what we're doing? We're doing the
balls.
You want to do the balls on my face? Oh, I see.
You kind of have to.
Todd Beretta saying, yo, do what's right. Good to hear from you, Beretta. And Bernie's saying, oops, the end of today, and it goes till November 2nd for the Day of the Dead. So it lasts for a couple days, 2 days. It's a 48-hour
binge.
Remembrance
Right.
binge. Is it drinking involved with the Day of the Dead? Or is it just
There's probably like tequila. I bet tequila.
There's got to be like tacos and like margaritas and stuff, right?
Yeah, Mama Juana.
I love Mama Juana, but that's more on the islands.
Oh,
That's like a Jamaican Caribbean
Is
thing.
it just like a strictly Mexican holiday for Day of the Dead? Is it just like a Latino thing?
We're looking at you. I'm hoping you're
it's
a
like
reference
how
here.
far are we going to go with it?
Yeah, it's a Mexican.
It's a Mexican thing? Okay, yeah. It doesn't coincide with like Cinco de Mayo? No, I'm kidding.
No, I don't think so.
All right, Mary, let's do this. I'm going to get my face painted.
right.
I haven't had my face painted in a while, too. Can you
It feels
let's do
funny.
the Ultimate Warrior.
We could totally do that.
No,
You
I
might
can
have
do
to
the
lose the
Ultimate Warrior.
headphones.
You think so?
Well, you don't want to get paint on them.
No, for now you're all right.
She's kind of like
I'll
a
take 'em
goth
off.
Flower the Crown.
All right, I'm not vouching for this one because this will be the first time for a dog's ass.
Okay, this is going to be the first time for a dog's ass. Yeah.
So it's the
No one
first time
ever
for
said that
everything.
to me.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys give the play-by-play when we're doing this. So we're gonna.
Oh, we have an
Someone just
We have incoming.
We got another. See, I had the open
here?
door.
There's a
today.
guest.
Open door today. It's Stu from Wrestle Fandom Radio. That's what we're doing. Like, guess who's behind the curtain today?
Nice.
Hi.
Wrestle Fandom Radio.
You guys are killing it at Wrestle Fandom Radio. There's a video going up at 5 o'clock of you guys, as a matter of fact. Yes. So check the D, check your local listings. You know more about that than I do. Yeah, I'm the one posting it.
I was just talking about the wrestling podcast, saying
Yeah,
I
he
should
needs
just.
to be a guest now.
No, he needs to be your voice. Colenzo.
Hi, Clonzo. I'm Stu, by the way.
Hey, Stu.
Stu, this is
Any
everybody.
relation to Disco? From The Simpsons.
Yeah, I know. That's where they come.
Next time, can we do Paul Stanley?
We can't let some dead air happen here.
No,
you're
we
giving the
gotta talk about
play-by-play,
something.
Tim.
We got to talk about something. What do you want to talk about?
What do you want to talk about?
I don't know. What should we talk about?
Don't you have any issues you want to discuss? After the,
Like personal issues?
Personal issues.
Started out a long time ago.
Started my childhood. When
I could be your
time on the money.
psychiatrist.
When I worked with Ed Hanna.
Did he touch you? No.
You got anything named after you here in Utica?
I don't.
No?
No, I don't.
I think there should be a street named after you, Tim.
I think honestly, anybody who has something named after them while they're alive is really just that's bad.
You didn't like buy a wing for a library or
No.
clean up something, so you
No.
changed the name of a street.
No, I can't tell you how much money I lost.
You didn't write your name in the concrete like me and Z did over on Varick Street.
I probably
name's
urinated
out
on a
there.
few snowbanks. That was.
Mary's like, my name's out there.
Mary, where's your name? Well, I'm very excited.
Right outside of the electric company.
I
Yeah,
probably
it's
got
right
some
on the
DNA
sewer
on
cap.
Street somewhere.
My name's all over Merrick Street.
We're not talking
Your
bathroom
DNA's all
stalls,
over
Mary.
Barrack Street too, Mary.
Peanut. I'm drawing an asshole.
I know, and I'm supposed to be nice. How
How long are you going to keep this asshole on you?
Are you gonna wear this out tonight?
I'm gonna try to rock it all night. See, the thing is with me is I run hot and I sweat a lot, so
I
it might
remember.
just run.
No
You know,
worries, you're fine.
I'm gonna have a runny asshole on my face.
This is
Especially when you had long hair and playing on stage.
Yeah,
so you're basically going to go out tonight and they're going to say you're a big sweaty asshole. Look at this.
this is it.
Sweaty asshole.
This is it.
I like it.
It's gonna be funny.
Original. I think you're going to win an originality contest somewhere.
See, I love when Tim Julian's in his element right now. Listen, he's swearing up a storm. Let me hear you in a debate say these words. No, I'm kidding.
Well, you put on the debate and I'll do it. I'll call out anybody.
That'd be interesting.
We'll fist fight. We'll do it all. We'll do it all.
I want to know from the listeners what everybody's doing tonight. So post up on what you're doing tonight. Mike Burke's saying he's going to 5 Points Public House tonight for the Halloween party. Tarot readings, special Halloween pumpkin punch, and other cool stuff.
How's those KO guys?
They're killing it over there. They got a new location too in Rome.
Yeah,
I haven't
I saw
been
their
to the new one.
billboard.
Has anybody been to the new KO?
I haven't been to it. No.
No. You're standing up?
Yeah, I gotta get the other side of your
All right.
ass.
Yeah, the
Well, she gets the other
KO
side of
Industrial,
my
they
ass.
had
You
a
guys-
haunted house over on Broad Street in the old. Now they're out in Rome. I haven't been out to the new haunted
Broad
house.
Street again?
No.
Okay.
Where in Rome are they?
They're at Bar Harbor, Bellamy Harbor, whatever it is.
Okay.
Bellamy Harbor.
Bellamy Harbor.
Haunted house enough.
Hey now.
I did just see on the news that there's like a bunch of haunted houses that are getting closed down because I guess there's there's like a $20,000 reward if you complete the haunted house, and I guess it's like
one. You got to bring a can of dog food in order to get into it or something.
yeah, there's
You
like
gotta sign a waiver.
there's like 40 pages of waivers, and I'm like, oh my god, there's seriously haunted houses that are like this.
How we
out there?
doing?
Yeah.
No,
I'm
but
really
it's
into
like
that.
Completed it.
they're closing them down because they're saying it's like borderline torture.
Oh, it is torture. Did
because,
you read
like,
those waivers?
Not a 40-page waiver.
Well, not
I know it's not something for me.
Screenshots of it. They can like really,
It's fucking
they can
working.
really fuck you up
That's
there.
Yeah, I don't want that. Like,
Get on that.
I'm from West
Like the guy-
Utica. I'd kill somebody. I'd be going to jail.
like the guy with the fake chainsaw was enough for me. He gets punched. You know.
I could see you punching them too.
So what do you do with scaring me with a
How's it
chainsaw?
looking so far?
You look like an asshole.
I can see the dog.
I don't know how
see
it's
the
going to
dog.
change.
I can see the dog. I can make it out.
I mean, you're getting an asshole on your face.
I know. It's not a far stretch. It's not a far stretch.
Nice.
This is our Halloween party. We have an open door policy, so if anybody wants to come down and hang out, bring food. Somebody bring some food.
So I was thinking
That would be
that.
great. We have beer if anybody wants some beer.
And we should have brought jelly buns.
Jelly buns or donies.
It's
So-
cider, isn't it cider donut day? Isn't that like a thing today?
How do I itch my face? I got a scratch. Do you want
You got to
to
slap it.
Yeah.
Okay. Right on the corner of the nose. So I do got to say, Mary does this pretty much all the time. You can hire her. She goes out to birthday parties and bar mitzvahs and sweet 16s and schools, and she's out there doing it. So
Do
if you
kids
wanna
paint
have
their
her-
face at a bar mitzvah?
Do you scare the kids?
A bunch of forceps in their face.
Last night, I did 63 kids in 2 hours.
63 kids in 2 hours? Oh my God.
Demanding. You think you can't do any of that? These kids will kill you.
In your
Well, they
career,
know
how many
exactly what they want and how they want it.
Yeah.
in your career, how many kids have you made cry? Oh, come on, Mary.
How many adults?
Boys have I made cry. Lots of boys cry, no kids.
Yeah.
Did you do your own face, Mary?
Yes.
You did a great job. That's got to be. Is that tougher to do it in the mirror like that, or is it like, or are you just
Not for
used to
me,
it now?
Just because I've been doing it so long.
I gotcha.
There's like really fun like makeup tutorials that I see that people do with like full body and neck, or make it looks like your neck's on a spring that blacks out like everything that you could see here.
There's
And
a dude that does 3D stuff. It looks like his face is like shelved. It's insane.
My daughter had some drop dead gorgeous going today, so and her makeup was like perfect, but she just looked pale and washed out. I was like, "What the hell are you doing?" She was like, "Oh, because I'm dead, but I'm gorgeous."
Right.
I'm like,
I mean, you ever watch those makeup,
yeah,
like things on
unfortunately,
TV, like
my
the
daughter
sci-fi,
watches them
the horror movie stuff?
religiously. She's really talented. You can't tell by all this, but she's really, really good at makeup and all that good stuff. So yeah, they do like a ton. Like your face is like see through and
Yeah. You have like the alien face or like the
Or the
like
cyborg.
bubbling something. There's a cyborg or an alien. It's amazing what they can do with like the special effect.
Right.
Of,
I saw
makeup.
one where they took and they did like some kind of a prosthetic, and it was like the face was melting down.
See, that's wild.
It was wild because it was like half of her face perfectly done on this thing, and then
That's all well and good, but it's no dog's asshole. Ultimately.
no, it's no dog's asshole.
Just trying to keep this PG today, but that went out the window.
Well, you knew when I said
It's off the rails already. Z.
It's been off the rails since we clicked go. Yeah. Mary also does tattooing too, so if you're
Not
interested.
so much
Not so much anymore?
Nah, dude.
No.
I'm over it.
You're over it? You'd rather face paint?
Yeah, it's way more forgiving. You could just chill. You don't have to be all stressed the fuck out.
I can imagine like those early morning face painting sessions for you. Mommy, why does the face painter smell like Utica Club?
Now it's vodka.
Oh, it's vodka. Why does she smell like Red Bull and Tito's?
So how far along are we right now? Can we get like a focus on like Iron Chef?
Yeah, give him
Is
a.
it before and after type thing?
Half a butt cheek.
This is it right here. See? This is it? Huh? Are we looking?
How many colors are we going to work with here?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
While I'm getting this done, I want you guys to come up with a name of my dog. Name my dog.
Doo-doo brown.
Doo-doo Brown.
Charles Borkley. No? All right.
Asshole.
Yeah, name for the dog.
Fido. Sorry, Mary, my breath smells like coffee. I've just been drinking coffee all freaking
My
day.
nose broke in the 80s.
What happened?
Well,
So how many people like painted their face up like the Joker that you know?
I didn't do any this year. Oh,
You didn't do
that's a
any
lie.
Joker?
I did a little kid. A little kid asked for it.
what's the most popular Halloween costume this year? You looked that up? The Joker is?
It's got to
be a Joker.
Pennywise.
Pennywise? Really?
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Can somebody look that up?
Nightmare Before Christmas is always really popular. Okay. Most popular costume.
Going strong, I'm sure. Jesus. One of my favorite characters too. Like I love both of them.
Got a hairy anus.
Jesus. Only deal with
And nose hairs.
I know.
How are we looking?
Okay.
Looking good.
Top Halloween costumes in 2019 according to Google.
One at a time, guys. One at a time.
It was on point.
One at a time, guys. Go ahead, Eddie.
Technically, it was my mother's hag. Best.
We've got Witch, Spider-Man, Dinosaur, Clown, Fortnite, Chucky, 1980s, and Unicorn. Not what I would have thought.
Pretty boring.
Fortnite?
Pretty boring list.
Yeah.
Blanket dinosaur.
Just blanket dinosaur. It's Witch, Spider-Man, Dinosaur, Clown, Fortnite, Chucky, 1980s, Unicorn.
Of course. Why
What is a
not?
Fortnite? That's like a game. I know that's a game. But how would one dress up like a Fortnite?
What is? Yeah.
Crazy.
Is there characters with Fortnite?
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's
Oh, I thought that was the block game.
there's skins.
Minecraft.
Oh, all right.
There's like one character, but there's like the same character has like different outfits that he could wear.
Right.
So they're called skins, and that's what kids are getting in trouble for these in-app purchases. I don't have any kids. I just know about the stories because they're like, oh, I don't know. I just started buying it. It said I wanted it, and it said I needed to do this, and it's like the credit card was there. I pulled your. So the kids are just buying stuff.
Mary, you have such a nice touch.
We have.
Yeah, how's it feel, Z?
I'm painting nuts on your chin.
You've always wanted to paint nuts. You've always wanted to paint nuts on me. I'm sure this has been waiting for
lovely
those nights that
testicles.
passed out.
We didn't sleep. Silly.
Let's try it.
All right. I got nuts on my face.
So only one person is going out tonight, just Mike Burke.
Just Mike Burke. He's the
it.
only one going out. I think
Nobody
everybody's
else.
going out tonight. Nobody wants to say.
Yeah.
Waiting to see how bad it rains.
So, Cleanse, are you dressing up tonight for Annie in the Water at Woods Valley?
Probably not.
No?
I didn't plan on it.
You're just going to rock the T-shirt like that?
I might.
You look like the bass player from All That Remains.
Thanks, man. I might go as him.
Yeah.
Who do you think I look like? That's who I am.
Yeah. You're the social butterfly. You look great, though.
You look
Who
like
did
you're in a
your
band.
costume? Somebody do your costume for you?
No, I did.
Oh, you did it all yourself?
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
cool.
I made Todd put the apps on straight because God knows I'm not going to get them on there straight.
Mm-hmm.
He was all grafted out with masking tape and all this shit. And yeah, I wouldn't have done that. I would have just.
Nice.
Yeah.
It'd be like you were trying to delete something.
Yeah, it'd be like.
Yeah.
That's funny.
What if somebody's going to start searching for apps on you and start
Yeah,
touching?
that's.
Yeah, like-
Are you touchscreen?
No, they
You're not
didn't
touchscreen?
work.
Not the
No.
Surface Pro.
Not that. Oh.
They didn't work.
Oh, yeah.
My apps are broken.
Your apps are broken.
My apps are broken.
Now, how are you going to stop people
I
from
want to do a
trying
check
to touch
and see
you?
how.
She's from the West Side. Sure, you said that.
Right there. See? I got nuts on
I am
my
a
face.
licensed security guard. I am for hire. I'll give you my card.
Needed you more when I was a Coke bottle the other night.
Once we get the grass on, it'll pop out and everybody will.
Oh, there's grass?
Oh, yeah, we got to do grass.
And there's Sky.
Your ass is.
Oh, are you going to get like a whole picture? Wow, look at you.
You like it? Who does this? Mary, I got to thank you, though, for
Wow,
coming
look
in. This
at
is a good
that.
idea.
You don't see
coming
Bill
together
Keeler doing
nicely.
this, that's for sure.
So I did post on Facebook yesterday, like open door, anybody's welcome to come in and hang out. And Mary was like first to hit me up. Can I paint nuts on your face? Like, sure. No, you
Try it
always
out.
do
You
a
might
great
like it.
job, though. And I have seen you at many, many events doing this for all the kids. So you do a great service for the community.
I love the children.
I know you like the kids.
Remember all those really cool paintings that you did on Court Street for the Mo shows?
Oh, yeah, that's right. You did. We did the chalk side. The
Yeah, man.
That was
Chalk
pretty
art.
cool.
People don't forget.
No, I loved your Candyland at Relay for
Oh,
Life.
yeah,
Was that 2 years ago or was that last year?
That was 2 years. Last year was Dr. Seuss.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Dr. Seuss, huh?
Got to do some cool.
So, Z, do you miss the bar business or no?
I
No,
don't.
he doesn't. I'll
No,
answer that for
not
him.
at all. I'm still heavily involved in the music.
Right.
So that was really it for me. If somebody wants to open up a venue and have me book it, love to.
Yeah.
But as far as like day-to-day operations of running a bar, I'm done with all that. I can't stay. I'm in bed by like 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night now. I can't stay up till 2
You get a
anymore.
bar for senior citizens or something.
Early bird
Call it
specials.
Florida.
Happy hour at 11 a.m.
That's it.
Florida's also known as God's waiting room.
Yeah.
You know? Totally. So,
Well, they say all the old people live on the East Coast and then their parents live on the West Coast.
Dude, they live in those like retirement communities. They got fat ass golf carts.
yeah, the lot.
you know-
Like the highest STD rate.
Yeah, they do. There's a nursing home down there that has the highest STD rate.
Wait a second.
So who's doing it wrong?
Time
Us or
out.
them?
Time out.
Swear to God,
Where does STD rates come with retirement
They
They
communities?
do.
They do.
They're all
Huge.
Yes.
Huge.
All right, wait.
Out of
One at a
control.
time,
Yes,
everybody.
they are
So
totally
where?
out of control.
It's in Orlando?
It's in outside of Orlando. There's a village.
Okay.
It's a retirement community. These people are getting it in. They're going all out.
Yeah, all those 55 and older communities.
Badass rides.
Yeah.
Oh my
I
God.
mean,
all
I
riding
just
their
seen a
golf
grandma
carts.
the other night with a couple of cold sores on her lips.
She was nice.
She's a nice lady. Better stop for her.
I'm not even lying.
Yeah. Are you going to her house for Sunday dinner?
No, I won't.
No. Crazy. So now, is this the foundation?
This is the sky.
This is the sky.
How's that feel, Z? I always like a
great.
paintbrush on my face.
Mary's got a nice touch.
I heard.
She does.
How high you going? You gonna get high?
Yeah, yeah. Whatever. Go all the way around if you got it. It doesn't matter. At this point, it doesn't matter. Not at all. Adeline, you going out looking like that tonight? You should.
No, I'm,
What?
I
You're just
love-
gonna trick or treat?
I
Wait for
love
trick or
like
treat?
waiting for the trick or treaters and
Yeah?
giving them candy.
Is that still a thing? Right? Like in
I
the
don't
neighborhoods.
know.
Remember when we were growing up, we'd go to the neighborhoods and you'd walk around and get, candy. Is that still a thing, or you have to go like to other?
Kids are
I don't know. I'm like, I think they are because I'm like 2 doors off of the Parkway, and I had 2 people last year, and I was like,
go to all, like,
I was so
indoor
sad.
games.
Did you see
They don't want to get in the rain or the snow.
They really hit up like
Towns, like-
Proctor Boulevard and Gear Ave and Ferris
Right.
Ave and places like. If you drive by there like around 6:30 tonight, you'll see literally carloads pulling up and just dropping off carloads of kids, and they're just like.
Yeah, our houses must be too far apart. I don't know what it is
Yeah,
because they're
there's got to
not.
be some good, good accessibility there, so that they like that better. But
Yeah,
it's-
but if
it's-
anybody's over on Sherman Drive, stop by my house. I got 3 huge bags of candy.
I'm a Twix guy.
you got?
Twix and Kit Kat.
Oh, I got everything. I got all the good stuff. Butterfingers, the half size, because I do a handful though. I'm not that person. I can't give just one. I did try to do those full size one year.
How are we
and
doing
it was
here?
like
I got to do a
it
check.
was really
Like
it
the
was
full candy
really
bar is just a
expensive.
theory.
I'm like,
It is.
oh, you're so cute. Here, hit 2.
Yeah.
All right, switch.
And
it
I'm
up.
bad.
Personally.
And we had a kid that he was mentally handicapped, and he used to come around to our house. So I'd have like a special bowl for him, and he would just
Oh, nice.
get a kick out of knocking it in his bag.
There's no more.
I live
It's
for Halloween. I love it.
it's safe to say that there's no more like shaving cream and eggs and all that ritual that we used to do when we were
No,
younger.
you'd get arrested now.
Do you get arrested for that?
I
now?
think so.
Ass kicked for that now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about the popcorn ball? What sadist gave that shit out as
Oh,
a,
God.
when you were a kid?
Yeah.
Here's a popcorn ball. Oh, great, in a plastic
Yeah.
bag. Hey,
You mean you touched my food and then you gave it to me?
see the person they're in there making it special for you. Yeah,
All stuck together with corn syrup.
yeah, that's good stuff.
And then there was always, they're going to put razor blades in your popcorn or your apple
Your
and
apple.
stuff.
Yeah.
There were-
And now it's weed. Who's giving away weed?
Oh, that was so stupid. That was so stupid. Yeah, they-
Try one. They're up
People
there.
were giving away candy with THC in it.
They're in a
No, they're not.
in a glass bowl.
No, they're not.
They're somewhere over there.
Mommy and daddy need
All right, look
that.
All right, hang on.
But who ate the apple anyway?
Oh, nobody. Those
Nobody
were
ate
getting
the
thrown.
apple. Oh, here's an apple. Thanks.
Yeah.
Oh, the people are actually
Went
handing
in
out
As soon
apples.
as you left the
Yeah,
house.
they would hand out apples years ago. You get an apple. You get the odd apple in the thing there.
I had a guy that would always hand out 5 pennies.
Taped together.
Yeah.
Taped together. Yeah, I've seen that.
Like what is that? Not even just like a nickel. It would just
This
be
is it? We're
5
done?
shiny pennies.
That went so
Because
fast.
what else are you going to do with your pennies all year long?
You're good at this.
Unreal.
It's really a great idea.
When I was a kid, there was this guy who used to give out packing peanuts in North or not packing peanuts,
Oh,
circus
the-
peanuts.
Oh.
He was
Ew.
sick.
I'd rather have the packing
Ew.
peanuts.
Oh, yeah. No.
I'm happy people are starting to shine light on how bad of a candy circus peanuts are.
Yeah.
And candy corn, really, for that matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, candy corn's always been
corn,
trash.
They can both go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No-
people
no
have
co- no
problems
reason
with
for that.
Like they're the worst
Look at
things.
me.
Packing peanuts, that's like
Circus peanuts.
Guantanamo.
I can't do this with a straight face.
It'll be circus peanuts and Twinkies after everything's said and done.
Yeah, really.
Okay.
Yeah, packing peanuts and circus peanuts are like
They're about
one
the same.
molecule off.
Yeah, they're the
You
same.
technically survive on packing peanuts. Candy corn's just
You can survive. on-
plastic. It's gross.
Yeah.
Oh, it's disgusting.
How's this?
Stable getting thrown out.
Whoa.
Is it coming along?
That's funny.
It's coming along right now.
Very Art Deco.
Did we figure out a name for my dog?
I don't think we have
Trash
one.
panda.
Teabag.
Spot.
Teabag.
Teabag.
Z-Bart.
Bernie said, right?
Z-Bart.
Bernie,
Yep.
Bernie Freitag said teabag. That is a good name for it. Mr. Brown. Yeah, let's switch it up over here. All right,
I got a
what we
little
doing?
delay here, so I might be missing a few comments.
Oh, no. Oh, we're right on top of it,
It has
actually.
Okay.
transformed rather quickly, by the way.
Has it? Mary's really good.
Yeah.
She's a pro. She's definitely a pro at this. She's painted a face or two. She painted a million faces and she rocked them all.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah, she's a female Bon Jovi over here.
I don't know about
She's
that.
the Bon Jovi of face painting. All right, let's see. Get in there.
Well, don't scrunch up.
Well, I don't know. You're not giving me any direction.
Close your eyes
You're not-
gently.
I tell the kids if I get makeup in your eye, I'll give you $100.
Okay.
And then they get all excited. I'm never getting makeup in there.
All right. There we
I
go.
got $100.
All right.
So what do you do? Poke him in the eye and run?
I'm poked.
No, I almost got one of them last night too. I was like, oh shit. I better stop saying it.
You better. They're going to be sitting there with their hand out.
We'll call him Chewbarca.
There you go.
That's a good one.
Or,
I think
or
after this,
Bark
maybe we should
Wahlberg.
stand on the corner of James Street and Clementon and start beating each other up with eggs and shaving cream.
Take a picture because
Oh,
you're
yeah.
probably going to see it a lot better. Go like this with your lips.
Make a mega face.
We're having a photo shoot over here.
That's
Like,
the best thing I ever heard. You want to see yourself? You could probably see it better.
is my lips prolapsing? Wow. Wow, that's awesome. We're done?
Yeah, we're
Wow,
done.
we're awesome. That was quick.
Who's
Yeah,
next?
Just slide in over here with me, Mary. You could be my
right.
guest over here. Thank you so much, Miss Fesha.
You're welcome.
Oh my God, this is hilarious. Look at. Oh wait, so we pucker up like that.
That's funny.
Can you paint his tongue brown so you can just go? There you go.
That's the prolapse.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh man, I told you we were gonna go off the rails today. I told you right off the bat. That was the disclaimer right from the beginning. See, we started off with a disclaimer, and we're still
There it is.
with the disclaimer.
Wasn't even 40 pages.
No.
I know.
So yeah.
And there's no real winning. at the
Anybody
end of
else
this.
want their face painted? Come on, Gabe, get your face painted. Come on, put a little butterfly in their cheek.
Muscle man over there, he could do it.
I know.
You need to get your face painted.
You're the
because
Italian-
I have more tattoos than you.
You're the Italian Mr.
I am
T.
painted. I am painted well up.
You are the Italian Mr. T. We need to get you like a gold chain and stuff. Hey boy.
Hey boy,
Hey boy.
spat at you.
I pity the fool.
Chris Chase is saying his kids got Taco Bell packets last year for
Oh my God.
I made Chase a porta potty costume for his kid.
You made him a porta potty costume?
Yeah, so when it looks like a dude's carrying this tote, but it looks like a porta potty from Modown. I put a Mo sticker on the front of it and everything. And then when you open it up, he's got these little fake legs and he's reading the newspaper. It's fucking hilarious. I can't wait to see it in action.
A porta potty costume, huh? That's interesting. What's some of the most interesting costumes you people have ever seen? We'll start with you, Addie.
Oh God.
No, you can't.
I'm drawing a
Off-
blank.
Off the top.
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank.
Porta potty costume. That's pretty interesting.
I saw one that was like the lug lamp in the Fragile box. I wanted to do that one, but
Oh, yeah, I don't know how they're doing that.
that was cute. I want to do that. I'm going to figure it out.
Is anybody else?
I think it's coat hangers.
What do you got?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
First, I gotta go back to elementary school for this. Johnny Joy Tigers, by the way. Go Johnny Joy Tigers. It was 3rd or 4th grade, and we were talking about the Joker. I was actually dressed up as Jack Nicholson.
You're a Jack Nicholson Joker?
Yeah. Mom's purple fedora hat, mom's purple vest because she's 3 foot nothing.
Mom gave you her wardrobe. Nice.
Almost like dressing in drag, basically. But I looked the part. Perfect. Awesome. We're doing the thing with the other class, we did a little parade past everybody else in costume.
Uh-huh.
I thought I had it. Legit had it. Down. #1 costume. It was right after the second Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie came out. This kid's dad. I'm just gonna be kind of sexist and say dad had to do this. This kid was Shredder, and his whole costume was basically all the metal parts were made out of aluminum foil, and he legit looked like a straight up Shredder.
He looked like
That always stuck in my mind. I saw that kid and I instantly got sad. So I didn't have the best costume anymore. I know.
You got one?
Interesting costume.
Yeah.
When Willie came as a Winston cigarette.
Oh, I remember that. That was a good one.
He couldn't walk into the door. He couldn't take a piss.
Yeah, he could do
the most-
anything. That's right. He had to come walking in on his knees. That's funny. Tim, you got an interesting one for us?
I was working, man.
Huh?
I told you I was working. I was working.
No one came to your door?
Go through the door, no.
No? I saw one of those guys as a box of wine, and he had the spout next to his thing.
Yeah.
You know,
And the girl
and the girl, yeah.
So was it like a
drinking
slap the
wine.
bag kind of aspect?
How about this one? How do I look? Interesting.
That's
I love it.
That one's good.
Salvador doggy.
I got nuts on my chin. I love how as soon as I put the camera on me, the viewership just goes right down instantly.
They don't realize it's you.
Yeah, right. They just think it's some dog's butt. Well, anyways, this has been great, Mayor. Plug your business and where people can get a hold of you and stuff.
Facebook, find me on Facebook.
But what's it under?
Mary Fesha.
Well, they don't know.
Mary Fesha. I'll be at Lawford's tonight painting.
Where's that?
The Old Sharon's Lounge.
Okay.
Great food. Live music, I believe. Drink specials, costume contest. I'm going to get a little nippy. It's 2 blocks away from the house, and my best friends own it, so it's awesome.
You're already nippy, by the way.
No, I'm not nippy yet.
I like you better when you're drunk on this show.
Well, I know. I gotta drive.
All right. I get it. Safety first, kids. That's for sure. Safety first. Yeah, so that's going to be a fun night. Ray, you going to be with Colenso tonight? Yeah?
Yeah, we
Gabe,
rockin'.
you doing anything tonight? Nothing?
Too special.
Stu?
I'll be here.
You'll be here?
I'll be here with chicken.
You're going to be on the D-line today.
Sure.
All right, D-line goes
Radio's invasion.
D-line goes
it's
off
Thursday.
at 6 o'clock today. It's Thursday, so all your football junkies tune into the D-line at 6 o'clock.
So you want a Bills fan, so.
You want a Bills fan?
I'm going Sunday to watch play the Redskins, so.
Oh, cool. You're going to the
Nice.
game on Sunday. Beautiful.
I
Beautiful.
have a Disruption Network poster.
I want you all D'd up, bro. I'll give you a bunch of stickers and go stick them on one of those tables that somebody gets slammed through in the parking lot.
No, I D'd up my broom at work because they kept stealing it on me.
Oh, Jesus.
The whole thing is just Disruption Network. The whole broom. Now they can't touch my.
They can't touch a shit.
No, they can't.
Who's going to mess with you, Mary?
Well, they do. They try.
They try.
So what's under your eye?
I don't know.
Is
I
that
can't
the
really tell.
collar?
It's
Yeah, that's the collar,
okay.
eyeball.
Oh, okay.
asshole.
I didn't see the whole face.
I know because you have to kind of like view it
From
as
the
a
side?
whole.
Yeah,
I got to do it on the side. Yeah, it's a whole view.
It's the whole ass view.
It's a whole view. This is what's going on
Like
today.
it's hot.
Probably make it good if you went out with a popsicle tonight.
I should carry around a fire hydrant, too.
Yeah. No phallic shaped anything.
Swear red.
No popsicles, no bananas, no hot dogs, no burritos.
Because you know,
No-
amigo, sometimes in life, sometimes you're the dog and sometimes you're the fire hydrant.
Put a little piece of
That's it. And today I'm both.
Are you gonna spit on people tonight?
Am I going to spit on people tonight? No.
Start spitting out little.
Sarah thinks it's
God.
Captain Spaulding. No, we wanted to do Captain Spaulding.
wanted to.
You wanted to do it. And I'm like, I don't even know who Captain Spaulding is. I'm not really
You
hip.
look like him. See, I do see what she's saying.
Yeah, I do
You
look
gotta-
like him.
You got to look more that way. The other way.
This way? This way?
The other way.
This
That
way? I want to go this way.
Yeah. How low did you go on the right side of your face?
I don't know.
Under ear.
Under there?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not the same on my side.
He's standing sideways.
Yeah, the dog sideways. It's got its leg up.
So Mary would have to come on.
It's a male dog. Call him Arf.
It
Hence
needs a
the
little bit
balls.
more. Needs a little bit more grass underneath your chin there.
And
You want a little grass?
I got a little itch.
Oh, yeah, I got to paint your beard.
Oh, you got to paint the beard too. Okay.
Oh, there it
Let's
is.
What are we painting the beard now? See, you forgot. You forgot. Hit up Mary for your next party, or if you want your kids. You'll even do adult parties.
You should
too,
put
right?
Yeah, I do adult.
You do adult parties.
the duty emoji in the beard.
The 2D emoji. If anybody's got a portable fire hydrant, what do you got? All right. You got a great touch.
Oh, you could make the beard a fire hydrant. Mm-hmm. Just nice and red. You could.
You want a red beard?
I guess I'm gonna have to.
Yeah.
No backing out now, right? We're already there. Yeah. Anybody got plans for the weekend? Who's doing what this weekend?
I got to work a retro game con at the convention center
Okay.
in Syracuse, New York.
Cool.
At the On Center.
The On Center?
So that's I guess everything that has to deal with video games, but it's people that are putting using the 8-bit program, but putting a new twist on it with to today's technology. So they're refurbishing a lot of games. So there's people that have like emulators where they have all these video games from all the past. And if you grew up with a regular Nintendo,
I still have mine.
it's time to get a colonoscopy. You are that old now.
What if you had an Atari?
I still have
It's
mine.
time to get you. Oh, it's time to get yourself checked. It's been, I guess it's a thing called Proctober. So you got to get your prostate checked in October.
Very nice plug there for the prostate.
You just wait, kid. You're my age. You'll
Yeah,
see.
man.
Wait till the doctor has to finger blast you. You'll see what happens.
I got to schedule that.
You're so
I got to
right.
schedule a finger in my ass.
Please.
and thank you.
You're done? You're done?
I could do that. Yeah,
Look her up on Facebook.
And how do you expect to pay for this? I think my insurance covers it.
Oh, my God. So you painted the red. I got to see the red on there. Oh,
Yeah, I mean, I can't really make it look like a hydrant. It's hair.
So who is Captain Spaulding? It's from some movie,
Yeah,
right?
House of a Thousand Corpses.
Okay, I never seen
He
it.
just actually passed away, yeah.
Did he?
Sid Haig. Well, he's best known to us now through House of a Thousand Corpses, but he's been in a ton of stuff. Like I can't recall because when I read the article, I was like, oh wow, he was in that. Oh no shit, he was in that. He's got a pretty decent.
He's a good character actor.
Yeah,
he's a character actor.
He's got a good portfolio or IMDb. Yeah.
How's that?
You're a girl dog now.
No,
Hilarious.
Does anybody remember Second City Television?
Second City?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've actually
Joe
been to
Flaherty
Second
when
City.
he was the vampire, and they'd have the scary that weren't scary movies on there, and he'd get done, he'd go, "Ooh, scary stuff, huh, kids? Ooh, ooh." It's good stuff. That was
Second City it sparked so many careers throughout the years that you
John Candy,
Yeah.
Flaherty, Rick Moranis.
Does
Jason
anybody even
Sudeikis.
like scary movies? A lot of people just don't like scary movies.
I'm not a scary movie guy.
A lot of them aren't really scary though. You know,
they're not scary anymore.
Yeah.
They're not
I
scary
like
anymore?
scary
They
movies,
were
but
scary because you were little.
now they're just kind of stupid.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah,
oh,
they just
come
get
on.
actually
Really?
And they get over Hollywood, like all the CGI and all the effects,
Yeah.
and it's too much.
I actually watched Hell House on Amazon. Going back to the haunted houses where they found this old hotel that was abandoned in somewhere in upstate New York, which probably Yonkers or something like that. But they found this hotel.
Yonkers isn't
They went through
upstate.
there and they think it is.
Yeah, right.
So they just go through this, and it was actually it was kind of like shot as documentary style, and it was actually pretty good. It's on Amazon. It's on Amazon Prime, so it's easy to get to that way to see it. But it was probably one of the scarier movies. It wasn't really like, oh geez, but it was scary.
Yeah.
Blair Witch, I think, was the last one that actually had me a little freaked.
Blair Witch was good. I did see that.
You know why? Fucking Gates.
You want to get close?
Fucking Gates.
Okay.
We went to go watch the movie at the mall because back then that's what you did. And we come out.
get an Orange
and we're getting
Julius
in the
first?
Car, and there's a pile of fucking rocks outside of our car, like the movie. Remember the witch kept leaving piles of rocks in Sangertown, and we're like, what the fuck? And we're like 16, we're high as shit, and we're like, oh my god, there's rocks. And then I think he used to take the branches and make things and hang them by our cars. He did it for like literally a month and a half. He had no clue who was doing it.
That's showbiz, baby.
Tim, I bet you're questioning your appearance today. Like, oh, there goes my campaign today.
Yeah.
Just lost a bunch of votes going there.
I don't think my demographic really listens in. I'll be honest, but it's good. It's good.
You're trying to target the functioning degenerate demographic today.
I like it. I like it.
Hey, we vote too.
Yeah, yes, we do.
Yeah, my vote counts just as much as yours.
That's right.
As much as I don't like to get political, I do encourage everybody to go out there and vote this election season. It's next week. It's this week. It's coming up.
It's
like
it's
tomorrow, pretty much. So
If you don't vote, shut the fuck up.
thank you.
Because
Say that again.
seriously, if you do not vote, shut the fuck up. Because I am so sick and tired of hearing everybody bitch, 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 but I never see anybody at the goddamn polls.
Right.
Yo, I felt that.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Right.
I shuddered.
Now I'm not political anymore. That's about as political
That
as
was
I
with
get. Unless
conviction.
you want to talk Ibogaine.
No,
and
it's,
that,
it's easy enough to
But
do, especially now they have early voting. They've
I
been
know,
really been voting
seriously.
in places. I mean,
You've had a week to vote for
over
Christ's
1,000
sakes,
people
really.
have voted already, and they're different locations at the train station. At
Are those absentee ballots?
no, those are
No,
actually it's called
you-
early voting.
yeah,
It's
you
New
can
York State
early
law.
vote now.
that You can
Oh, I did
actually
not know this.
go and vote earlier than the Tuesday election day.
So where do you vote then for early voting?
There's one at Union Station. There's
Okay.
one at the Rome Y, and there's one at the New Hartford Rec Center, actually. So they have 3 locations in Oneida County. It goes by population of how many locations you have to have. And so there's 3 in Oneida County, and one of them is at the New Hartford Rec Center. One of them is at Union Station in downtown Utica. Bullard Station, if you will. So
Good radio voice.
yes.
So how does that information gets disseminated to your voters to know where the voting locations are?
They've made it fairly public. That the trouble is this, and this is a rant that is across the board, is that people will say when something goes on now, they'll say, "Well, it was in the paper." Okay,
I don't read the
Who
paper.
the hell reads the paper anymore? I haven't read the paper since.
I don't go to
2006.
od.com.
And there really needs to be a new way to disseminate that information because not enough people read the paper. I
Right.
mean, I read the paper at the Bank of Utica. I go in there a couple times a week, and there it is. I say, okay, let me go see who died. And that's
Let
about
me look
it.
at the
And-
circulars.
There needs to be a better way. There needs to be and perhaps this is a job for a internet savvy group. You look and I'll whistle.
I don't know one.
That would be able to put this information on like a community billboard, because every year the Common Council meets the different governing bodies meet and they say we're going to pass all these resolutions of how we work things, and the place where we put out our public notices is the Observer Dispatch, and there's got to be a better way to do it than
Right.
that, because so many people aren't reading it anymore. It's ridiculously expensive. I don't know if you've bought it recently or not, but it's like, oh my gosh, it's absolutely horrible that way. But the services are not, meeting the clientele, I guess, for lack of a better term. And I think the fact that the internet wave and the social media wave has just accelerated and leapfrogged past this print media in a way that it creates it where there's just not that opportunity for everyone to jump on board. And like yourself, I consider you an in the know guy. You know a ton of people, you talk to a ton of people. The early voting thing is something that you should be plainly aware of and be able to know how to
I had
help
no
people
idea.
and guide them in that direction. And that's what's missing is that, and it's almost like they're consciously trying to keep it the way it is, because that keeps their demographic kind of in the power seat.
Yeah, right.
And I hate to say it that way because, but just because you're a conspiracy theorist doesn't mean there isn't one. So it would be important. Obviously, it would be important to get people out there, make it easier to register, which they have kind of done it, made it easier to register to vote and get people out there to vote. But, absentee ballots and these things are still, there's still some confusion out there of how things are done. And it doesn't need to be that way. They're trying to make it easier, and it should be easier, and people should have that right to go out and at the very least vote. Say they voted, and it's helpful. It's helpful. The more people steering the ship, a lot of people say, well, I got an interesting story years ago. There was two guys running for council over in West Utica, and one guy was there, and a woman called about 8:30 at night and said, I'm glad I got a hold of you. I'm going to go, and me and my husband just got out of the hospital. He's in the hospital, and we want to go vote. Can you give us a ride to the polls? We want to vote for you and everything. He goes, nah, I'm good. I'm all set. Thank you anyway. My wife and I are going to go to dinner, and we're going to just do that, and we'll be lost by one vote. Lost by one.
Come on, seriously?
He had the two votes just about in his car if he was smart and got him to the polls, and he would have won by one vote.
Is that instant karma or what?
That's like holy shit, really. When you think about that, I mean that's a true story, and I witnessed it. I'm like, oh my god, you had them. They were ready to go.
What are the chances?
I guess pretty good.
Yeah.
So, so there's everything. Every vote counts, and
it does.
People really should realize that, because when you're out there saying this is important to us, this group, our group, what have you, that as well, you don't vote. You don't vote. So it's important.
There are like proactive voters. They do like to, they have the thirst of knowledge to where they can vote, and, who the constituents are that are out there that they can represent and, they want to vote for. But then there's the people that like to participate. It's their civic duty. And how do they go about it? Because sometimes the polling places, they don't know where they're supposed to go. It's
I think social media is very underutilized as far as
Well, they're also putting the lockdown though on the political ads on social media.
Well, I'm not saying commit political ads. I'm saying as a resource, as an
To get the
informational
information out.
resource.
Greg doesn't watch cable as much, where like these people like plug things in cable or like other things.
Oh, my mother's 66 now, so let's not talk age. My mother's 66. She's on Facebook every day.
Yeah.
I can't tell you the last time she picked up a paper but it's the older generation too. She hasn't picked up a paper or watched the news
They're not
in
going to be able
decades.
to hear you guys. Those
And she's
mics
almost
aren't
70,
on.
but she's on Facebook every day.
Yeah.
So it's not just the millennials and us in the 30s and 40s. It's, people are in their 60s and 70s.
Yeah.
That aren't.
Interesting.
Scrolling all day.
There's got to be a better way to do it than it is. That's all I'm saying. There needs to be a better way to get this.
With this early voting, you think the polls are going to increase? You think people showing up to the polls?
I would hope it gives people. I actually you get you're able to get the lists of people who have voted already, and it seems like a lot of the people who are involved in some sort of governmental way. I see a lot of familiar names like that they're so they'll probably be out working the polls for their people those days. And, but it gives an opportunity. Like the weather this week was nice. And it's turning, and it may not be as nice coming in. So this is, geez, a beautiful day. Let's go vote. It's convenient for us to go today. We won't have to stand on a longer line. We won't have to do all these other things. they missed out on some fly bake sales, though. I'll tell you that if they go early. But it's just an opportunity to some people it is a social event. They'll go to vote and they hang out and they sit and talk to their friends and neighbors and relatives and they haven't seen in a while. So for some people it is that. But
what do we got to do for online voting?
That's going to be the next great frontier because that should really be rife with not corruption.
You're worried
but
about hacks,
rife with
tampering.
with basically, here, Grandma, vote for this one. Click here, Grandma, vote for this one. Click. She pushed the button, I swear. So there's, that's, I think it's a ways away, but there should be an opportunity to vote, it's got to be around the corner. It's got to be around the corner.
It has to.
What's scary, though, is, here in Oneida County where we have these new voting machines, and I don't know, raise a hands who votes. Nice. Okay, so you go there and you fill in that circle like you're taking the California Achievement Test back in second grade, and you push it through the machine.
Yeah. Bring your number 2 pencils, kids.
Now, the bad part about this is law dictates they have to have 3 sheets of those voting forms for every registered voter in the district in case people have problems with it. Say, I didn't want to do this one. Can I change it and move it around again? So 3 sheets. So if you have 500 people in a district, they have to have 1,500 in that district of that. So the rest of those get thrown out. I mean, so it's an incredible amount of waste, and because they, kind of cheaped out on the machines that they bought that were pretty much obsolete when they came through the door.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we need to stop doing. We need to stop buying obsolescence. We
Right.
need to start buying things.
Move into the future?
Getting ready. Yes, absolutely. And there really is no reason why it takes as long as it does. Now they physically remove a chip from a machine, put it into a briefcase, and like Inspector Gadget, they run it down to the Board of Elections, and that's how they tally the votes. And it takes a couple hours to do that. There shouldn't be that type of a lag time. We should be able to know who voted.
Mm-hmm. In real time, right?
Real time's not the greatest idea because if someone's starting to get swamped, then their people may say, I'm not going to go out. So you may have to,
good
it's
point.
kind of a dangerous precedent to set that we're letting people know where everyone stands.
Uh-huh.
We want people to go out on their own and do what they need to do.
Yeah, not being influenced by the numbers.
Yeah, exactly. So, with that, but by 9:30, all the results should be in.
Mm-hmm.
By 9:30 at night, when you polls close at 9, by 9:30 at night, all the results should be in. And that's where we're kind of trying to shoot for, I think, and the best way to do it, because that keeps people interested. I think, you have that little bit of anticipation, but then, we're a very, very much an instant gratification society now. So with that, we should know who won quicker than we do.
Mm-hmm. I like what you said, Adeline, too. If you don't vote, don't bitch. Because you have
Some of the
no
biggest mouths, you're talking to them and
they're like, I don't even
and
vote.
They got this, and I don't vote. Well, then
shut up. Get off Facebook and stop bitching about whomever you
Get
can't
off your
stand
ass.
and
You
go do
tou-
something.
You keyboard tough guy.
Right.
I don't think you can say that because what if there's not a candidate somebody wants to vote for?
Well, you know what?
vote for the lesser evil.
Hey, like last
you vote
year,
for the guy that's
What
going to
if
do
that's
the
not for
least
somebody's
damage.
integrity? I'm just playing.
Unfortunately,
I would
it's
say
not-
just show up to vote and
But,
vote for other people. I mean, out of
yeah,
a whole
I mean, if you're
slate of
somebody who's
Exercise
never
your right.
voted-
like somebody.
But hang on. So if you say vote for the lesser of 2 evils,
Okay.
and I'm just talking about local, I'm not talking about national, and you don't know what each candidate stands for.
Well,
why
then you're
would
an ignorant vote, and you should not vote.
But
I
then-
agree.
but
I
then if
agree
you
that you
shouldn't
should
vote,
not vote, but you
and
shouldn't
then they
bitch
didn't
either.
know,
you shouldn't complain.
So why shouldn't they be able to bitch?
You're
Well,
ignorant.
they're not getting
Because
that
you're
means they're not
ignorant.
involved.
We've got
That means they're not involved.
You just said
Well,
you're
sure,
ignorant.
listen,
You don't know
I'll
the
tell you,
you don't know the
look up
candidates. You're ignorant. You shouldn't speak.
So how do we find out? Besides lawn signs, how do people find out about
Lawn signs?
like local?
Who's running?
Yeah, locally.
You
The
research
OD.
them.
Locally.
You re-
Besides the OD, besides
You
that,
research.
and it's easy to say research, but research where? So, and this is me just playing devil's
Google.
advocate. So
Google. You
young
you
people-
see how if they're incumbent, you see how they voted. You see what they've stood for. You've seen what bills they've passed, what they've lobbied for, their opinions on whatnot. I mean, you can Google anything.
Well, I know you can Google. Everybody knows you can Google everything, but how do candidates get young people involved? That's really what I'm coming.
And that's a great question. How do candidates get young people involved?
Because I pay
And let's ask the expert, actually. So you are the expert. I mean, you do.
That's you, Colenso.
You did held some rank around here at one time, my friend.
It's difficult to get young people involved. We at the time it was kind of interesting. We had I was at the advent kind of Utica College hockey in the Odd.
Right.
And the county executive came to me one day and said, "Got great news. I've got a professional hockey team that's going to come in." And I went, "Why?" And he goes, this, and it was really, remember the Bulldogs? Everyone remember the Bulldogs?
Oh, yeah.
How poor those guys were. And
Yeah.
there's the Prowlers. And
They moved out of town in the middle of the season.
Yeah. And so this team was like one level below them even. I mean, it was really like a bad team. And, he put out this announcement saying, we're going to have I want a professional hockey team to come into town, and we want hockey back at the Odd. And someone came to me from the paper at the time, and they said, the county executive wants to bring a hockey team in. What do you think about that? And I said, we already got a hockey team. It's Utica College Pioneers, and I think they're putting on a great brand of hockey. If you haven't been, go. These guys went crazy. They were like, that's fantastic. And I had a lot of the guys in the Utica College hockey team and the girls from the girls teams helping me out at that time, from that time forward. And they were active and they were involved. Now, they didn't really vote because a lot of them didn't live here. They weren't actually residents here. You have to have something for kids to do. I mean, so often senior services are plentiful. They're plentiful in any city or town or municipality, what have you. Senior services are plentiful. But the services for kids, and I say kids, I mean, basically under 21, because once 21 hits, you're probably going out, you're going places, you're going to bars, you're having those opportunities. But, who gets lost in the mix is the younger kids, and they feel very disenfranchised by that. And sometimes it's not even because of what they are. My biggest concern was they were sending a lot of people up to the casino through the time, because once you hit 18, you can go to the casino and walk around and see all the stuff that's going on. You see a show. Oh, wow, this is awesome, and all that money goes up there. We need to keep the money here. That's what, I was always an advocate of Varick Street because, obviously we had issues with the fact that, underage drinking is not what you want, but at the same time, you have to have people get excited about the fact that they would have a place to go that they can kind of call their own from that point forward. And, perhaps you can do that with the Nexus Center. If this does actually occur, I put that plan forth back in 2001. Now it's kind of being brought up again, changed the name, and that's good. But things like the Parkway, whether it's the rec center and having activities there, and it sounds kind of, a little like young. I mean, almost overly young. But at the same time, you got to have some sort of buy-in. You got to have something that you guys want to do and the people want to do. And even at the time, I was 35 when I was in the mayor's office. But I mean, I was aged out of what the kids wanted to do and wanted to be a part of.
Out of touch a little bit.
Well, you just can't help but to be.
Right.
And, things change, and things change quickly, especially over the last 20 years. So, with that, whether it's, video game tournaments or whether it's, the different type of music and having, musical shows. I mean, the zoo does a good job of putting things on that gets a lot of people through the doors.
The Spooktacular.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's difficult to get young people involved in politics because they have that what difference is it going to make attitude about it. I could vote for somebody, but what difference does it make? So my vote's not going to change things. And,
right.
Unfortunately, Bernie Sanders, for example. I mean, he's been a guy who's brought about a lot of interest from younger groups. And
right.
Obama brought about a huge amount of interest from younger groups to get them out to vote and things like that. So there are, with the right candidate, you can do that. But I mean, I don't see that right candidate right now because everyone is just aged out of really being able to be relatable. I mean, Hillary Clinton thought she was going to be the next black president. I mean, she really did. She thought that base was hers by virtue of her being a Democrat, and that the black voters were, and it wasn't. It turned out it wasn't, and she learned a very hard lesson in that. So it's interesting to watch those things and see that. But the thing I always heard was, well, it's not your time. It's not your time. Well, I want to run for this. Well, it's not your time. And the thing is, there's no time to say it's your time or not your time. The best bet is if you're interested, you want to get involved, jump in with both feet, get involved. I mean, there's ways in with just signatures. You can get yourself involved in politics, and no one even can stop you that way, as long as the people are out there, doing what you want to do. And I can help anybody with that. Board of Elections can help anybody with that. So, but they do make it difficult to get you kind of there because they don't want that. They don't want many hands kind of making the dinner. They want just their set of hands,
right.
hand-picked set of hands making their dinner, and that's
the puppet master.
Well, it's not the way it should be.
Right.
It's not the way it should be. So it's just keeping the interest. Keeping the interest. I mean, Obama got a lot of people charged up and voting, and then the Democratic Party as a whole wasn't really able to keep that interest. Bernie Sanders came along and he kept some interest, but then they kind of, I think it's fair to say he got screwed over. and they lost that interest again. So it's tough. It's difficult. It's a very fickle group.
How does it make you feel having this serious conversation with a dog's ass on my face right now?
I took a picture.
It actually,
Did you?
actually makes more sense. Actually makes more sense.
It works. It's just like talking to like anybody else.
Any other
that's out there.
politician, right?
I must get out of here.
Yes, Mary, thank you so much. In fact, we should all get out of here in a little bit. I want to start drinking. If I'm going to look like this, I need to be drunk.
I'll be drunk there. I'll be much more fun.
Go visit her at Loeffler's? Loeffler's over there, the old Sharon's
Used to be
Lounge.
Sharon's, so across from where the Dew Trip was.
Have you been there?
No.
No?
Not since it was Sharon's.
I haven't been there.
It's amazing. Food is amazing.
An amazing face painting going on today. So
Now,
thank
who
you so
owns that
much,
now,
Mary,
Mary?
for doing this up for me.
Grant Loffer and Kristen Wisniewski is who's running it now.
Awesome. Cool. Well, congratulations to them. It's a fairly new place, right?
Yeah, it's
Loeffler's?
beautiful in there. All brand new. It doesn't smell like smoke like the old Sharon's used to.
I noticed the new sign the other day.
Corner.
You don't smell like smoke like you used to either.
All right, boys.
Bye, Mary. Thank you.
Bye,
so
Mary.
Hi, Mary.
This has been pretty interesting, that's for sure. You never know who's going to show up through the door when you post on Facebook. Made it for an interesting day, that's for damn sure. I didn't expect to see you.
I wanted to surprise you.
And you did. And you did.
I had to congratulate you for that nice nomination yesterday.
Thank you very much. And thank you to the Chamber of Commerce for the recognition, too. We're nominated for Business of the Year. I can't believe this. Not bad for a part-time degenerate, right? A full functioning. That's
You're full
what they call
functioning. That's
full
all that
functioning
matters.
degenerate.
You're brilliant.
No, this has been cool though. Thank you so much, Tim Julian. You're the surprise of the day. Like wow,
MVP.
But let's come back and I will have
Most
a serious
valuable
conversation
podcast.
with you down in but this time we're going to go with a different face painting that day. I don't know what we're going to do that day, but we'll figure something out. But and you know you're always welcome to come in and
Doors
hang out,
open.
and the doors always open. And Stu, make sure you check out Stu every Wednesday night on Wrestle Fandom Radio here on the D, delivering some great content. You guys are killing it, dude. You guys are killing it. They've made this cool relationship with another independent wrestling circuit called Immortal Championship Wrestling, and they go out and they do the filming and the commentary and the interview with the wrestlers. And so we've been putting out some of those videos, and one of those videos will be coming out in about an hour or two. So
Machine.
Garrett is a machine. He's killing it.
I've known the man for 30 years now.
Garrett's killing it. All you guys on Wrestle Fandom are
Awesome.
killing it.
Let me get a 9 to 5 Monday through Friday. I'll help him more, but it's kind of hard. But
Yeah.
I just show up and look pretty.
That's it. Well, you're failing at that, bro. I'm kidding. Yeah, say the guy with the ass on his face.
It's a pretty picture, though.
And then Gabe, you're going to be seeing Gabe around here a lot. He's going to be helping us out around here at the D. And Ray Ray is my favorite female security guard. Nobody messes with her. Nobody. Yeah. We're heavily protected today, by the way. We're heavily protected today, so no one's messing with us, even if I got a dog's ass on my face or not.
You talk all the shit you want.
That's it. But yeah, big ups to Westcott Security and Brian, and you guys are doing great things out there too, and really proud of our relationship that we have at the Stanley and Creative Concerts and everything that we all do together. So. Speaking of the Stanley, we got a lot of great shows coming up at the Stanley. Styx, Lettuce. Make sure you get your tickets to Lettuce. That is going to be the funk party of the year, people. Get your tickets for that. It's November 20th. And then 2 nights of Mo around New Year's.
Around New Year's?
Well, 20th or the 30th and 31st. Well, it is. Well, the 30th is around, right? And then then New Year's.
And the 31st is New Year's Eve. Tough crowd today, Z.
Hey,
A
it's
couple
okay.
balls on your
What?
chin, and all of a sudden they think you're
Who's
weak.
an expert?
New Year's is going to be on fire, though, in Utica, man. It's going to be
With the ball
exciting.
drop?
With the Bank of Utica having their party, and of course Mo being at the Stanley for
So is
2
the
nights.
Bank of Utica having a ball drop?
It's not. No, they're doing fireworks. There's not
They're
really a
doing-
ball.
Oh, they're not going to do the ball drop
The
thing?
ball was too heavy for their tower, so they're doing.
I thought the
fireworks.
ball was going to be on the screen, though.
Maybe the
tower-
ball's going to
the
be on the
tower
screen.
screen.
There's going to be a screen
They'll
and
drop a
fireworks
ball.
and stuff.
Somehow somebody's dropping a ball.
Well, the balls today are on my face.
Just,
so.
just drop your chin.
Don't
Yeah,
drop
just drop my chin. But yeah, Utica's going to be on fire on New Year's. It's exciting. It's going to be the best New Year's ever in Utica. This is probably something
So
you
far.
wanted to do back in the
Well,
day,
yeah, we
right?
did. The tough thing was getting the interaction at the time from the business community, and there was still a lot of there were a lot of moving parts. There still are a lot of moving
Yeah, oh,
parts.
yeah.
There's a lot of stuff going on, And as we start to assemble it, that's going to be the thing. And in the next 5 to 10 years, is really going to tell a tale. I mean, don't forget, I had to deal with 9/11, which basically the money dried up everywhere after 9/11. After a short period of time in office, all of a sudden, boom, the bottom fell out of everything. So made it a little bit difficult to get things done the way you wanted to get them done.
Yeah.
It's always fun to have a party when you got a lot of dough in your pocket, but when you don't, then it's tough. But yeah, congratulations to Bank of Utica.
Yeah,
a
seriously.
great organization, a great business for City of Utica, and really, true to the mission of keeping the City of Utica on their forefront.
Yeah, with all the people coming in town for the Mo Show, and with Genesee Street being blocked off, it's just going to be quite a party down there. It's going to get really crazy. Yeah, this is cool. We're going to have like our own little Times Square going on Genesee Street. Yeah. Who says there's nothing to do in this town?
Westcott Security is actually doing the security detail
Oh,
nice.
for both Bank
You're
of
going to
Utica
be patrolling
and
all over the
Stanley.
place. You got a lot of ground to cover. Yeah, you guys are going to be out
All
there.
right,
Cool.
so we know
Good.
we'll be safe.
We'll definitely be
You'll
safe.
see some familiar faces out there.
Always safe with Westcott
Covering your ground.
Security. Also, we're going to be out at Woods Valley tonight for Annie in the Water and Trampoline Jetstream. That's going to be a great time.
Yeah,
Make
I'm
sure you come
excited
by
for
and
that.
say hello. I'm excited for it, too. I love those guys. Annie in the Water's killing it right now. They're on fire. That band is on freaking fire. And I love those guys. Bottom of my heart, those guys are absolutely awesome. Good people. And it's good to see they're at that, 10-year mark where everything's just like
They're just starting to
they're on
pierce
cruise
the
control,
veil.
and just they're on their way. They're they're leveling up. That's for damn sure. So cool. Well,
good
thank you
production.
everybody for coming in today. This has been a lot of fun. It's
been great,
I didn't know
Z.
what the hell was going to happen today.
Me neither.
And I still don't know what the hell is going to happen.
I still don't even know what I'm looking at.
Yeah, either do I.
None of us were missing that, Z.
right. Big love to Nye Volkswagen in Rome, EJA Moving Services, Saranac, Utica Coffee, and of course my friends at Utica Hemp. I do got to make mention we've got a disruption event happening on December 1st. Bowling for the Bahamas. We're bowling for a good cause, and what we're doing is Bowling for the Bahamas, exactly what the title says. That's happening December the 1st. Come on down, get your team signed up. $20 per person or $100 for your team. We're going to do 5-on-5. And then from 4 to 5 is going to be the local celebrity bowl-off. And I got a couple guys. Genesee Joe's going to show up, and Jerry Krause. I think maybe I might get former Mayor Tim Julian to join us. Who knows? But anyway,
That's a local celebrity.
Huh?
I mean, you heard me when he walked in. I was like, former mayor?
Dude, I can't wait. We're all going to take pictures with him in a second, too. I'm excited for that as well, especially.
I gave him his whole tag. You know?
But
I feel like my hype man.
you're his Flavor Flav. You're the Italian Flavor Flav, too.
Yeah, boy!
December 1st from 1 to 5 at the AMF Panorama Lanes. Thank you to Holy Pizzoli and our friends over at Panorama. Come on down and bowl for a great cause. It's for all the money that's raised is going to go to the Bahama Relief Fund. And the Bahamas are completely destroyed right now. So we got to get them up and rolling so we can get back to paradise down there. I think we should all take a trip down there and help rebuild a little bit ourselves, right, Eddie?
Swing a hammer.
We're ready.
Cute little tool belt.
Keep the outfit on, too. Social butterfly in
I might wear
Bahamas.
jeans.
Bahama Mama. That's it. But come on down on December 1st and help us bowl for the Bahamas. Should be a good time. You guys, thanks again for coming in. You guys are rocking. This has been a lot of fun. Everybody out there in Facebook land, if you could do us a quick little favor and click the share button, help spread the word of EC Radio and the D. And also, voting time comes up on Tuesday. Vote for my man Tim Julian over here for county legislator. Is that
County
what
legislator, man.
That's what. Are you? Who are you running against?
Steve Rofero.
Steve Rofero. Okay. Who?
Never say never.
Exactly. Well, good luck to you, and keep us in the loop. And please come back.
I'd love to come back.
I'll have that open conversation with you. And,
I'd love to do that.
I like getting him fired up because when he gets fired up, he starts swearing and cussing. And
Yeah, come back right after you.
Oh, I'll record a tagline for you.
Well,
Button.
What I love about you, Mr. Julian, Tim, if you will, is there's no bullshit with you. You know, you give it like it is and speak your mind and tell it how it is. And you've always been that way, and we've always had a good relationship.
I mean, there's not enough of that.
There isn't.
There's not enough of that. It's just, just straightforward. This is what we're going to do for you. This is what it's going to cost you, and this is what we're going to do.
Yeah.
You know?
Just get it done, right?
Get it done. That's it.
That's all
Find
you
a way
gotta
to
do.
yes.
Get it freaking done. You guys all have a good weekend this weekend. Stay safe out there. And if you're drinking, make sure you call a cab or call an Uber or call CNY Cab. Call anybody. Just don't drink and drive. That's for damn sure. Or call Stu, right? Stu, you're out there to pick up people, right?
Kiss me, I'm sober.
Kiss you? You're sober. I love it. Great shirt. We'll see you on Monday. Later.
Thank you for calling the EC Radio Attitude Adjustment Line. Press 1 if you need a good slap in the mouth. Press 2 if you need a stern verbal lashing. Press 3 if you need a timeout. Press 4 to respond to the voices in your head. Press 5 if you need to talk to your mom. And if this is an actual emergency, please hang up and call someone who gives a shit.
EC Radio.
Only on the D.
It's Bowling for the Bahamas and Celebrity Bowling Challenge to benefit the Bahamas Disaster Relief Fund. Sunday, December 1st, 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. AMF Panorama Lanes, 1724 Genesee Street, Utica. Come have fun and enjoy a few games of bowling for a good cause. There will be prizes, food and drink specials, and some special challenges mixed in along the way. $20 per bowler or $100 per team includes 2 games and shoe rental. All proceeds go directly to the Bahamas Relief Foundation. That's Bowling for the Bahamas and Celebrity Bowling Challenge, presented by Disruption Network, Holy Pozzoli, and AMF Panorama Lanes. Sunday, December 1st, 1724 Genesee Street, Utica.
So you just bought your dream home, and now it's time to move. Let's face it, nobody likes to move. All the packing, unpacking, lifting, upstairs, downstairs, and broking everything, including your back. Let the professionals at EJA Moving Company take all the stress and pain out of your move. Competitively priced moving, relocation services, office moves, and complete packing and unpacking services. They work with everybody to make it simple and easy for you to move and relocate. Call EJA Moving Company at 315-335-0516. When it's time to relocate, have EJA Moving do all the work for you. Hit them up online, ejamoving.com.
Hey, Disruption Network. This is Mike Sacco, the general manager at Nye Volkswagen of Rome. If you don't know me by name, it's only because you have not received the best deal. There's only one reason to leave Utica, and that's to come see me in Rome and get the best deal on your next new, pre-owned, or certified VW. Mention that you heard this ad from Disruption Network and receive $250 off your next vehicle purchase. You'll know why our customers say, I love my Nye VW. Come see us at 5865 Rome Taberg Road in Rome, or visit us online at nyvwofrome.com.
Want to know what's going on at the D? Hit up DisruptionNetwork.net and check out our events calendar, brought to you by the Events Co. Find out about upcoming guests, special events, concerts, show schedules, community activities, and more. Get connected at DisruptionNetwork.net.